Hello there. After a 10-month journey through Parliament, the Fisheries Bill has now been granted Royal Assent and is now the Fisheries Act 2020. Control regained. Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost, and I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily, and a big thanks to my Patreon and PayPal supporters. The UK Fisheries Bill was given Royal Assent on the 23rd of November and became the Fisheries Act 2020. It heralds a new dawn for UK coastal communities as this act takes back full control of our exclusive economic zone from EU oversight. The press, of course, heralded this significant moment and trumpeted it from the rooftops of their broadcasting houses. Not. Actually, they seemed less than impressed by this. I wonder why. I went on my favourite search engine and could find nothing from the likes of our national broadcaster, for example. Let's hope they catch up with some pro-UK news for once. In a statement, the government said, "The Fisheries Act 2020 gives the UK full control of its fishing waters for the first time since 1973. The Fisheries Act will enable the UK to control who fishes in our waters through a new foreign vessel licensing regime and ends the current automatic rights for EU vessels to fish in UK waters." And the first thing this gives the UK is an opportunity to take charge of our fish stocks and make a far better job of it than the EU Common Fisheries Policy ever did. We can really put a stop to overfishing now. On this, the government statement said, "Underpinning everything in the Act is a commitment to sustainability, ensuring healthy seas for future generations of fishermen. The UK government and devolved administrations will now develop new fisheries management plans for managing fisheries to benefit the fishing industry and the marine environment. Healthy fish stocks, with the prospect of further fishing opportunities delivered through international negotiations, will help drive economic growth for coastal communities around the country by making sure the industry can continue to thrive for years to come." Now, the real big point here is that the passing of this act shows the level of government intent to control our waters from day one on the 1st of January 2021. Any fears that the UK will somehow sell out the control of our fisheries to the EU as part of some broader deal should now diminish. The only option for the EU is to get the government to agree to EU fishing vessel access to our waters within the framework of the new Fisheries Act. The Act now places the UK on a firm legal footing as the transition period ends, with the ability to put in place and enforce new rules to protect our offshore marine protected areas, boosting the government's blue belt of marine protection around England's coast, said the statement. And it's been a long time since the UK has been able to control its own fishing waters. In fact, a few years ago, the EU tried to slip in an extra rule that would have given them legal control over the seabed as well as the waters flowing over them. And that could well have impacted on our oil and gas reserves. Maybe that was Brussels' intention. And there appears to be a bit of legal debate over how much control, if any, the EU has over the seabed within the individual exclusive economic zones of its member states. Anyway, that's all in the past, for the UK at least. The Fisheries Act also allows the UK to start being more imaginative in how fish stocks are managed. On this, the government said, "The Fisheries Act allows the government to fund a wider range of fisheries projects. For instance, to encourage the uptake of new technologies at sea, improve port infrastructure, and support recreational sea angling. It also equips the devolved administrations with greater fisheries management powers. This means each administration will tailor their approach based on the specific needs of their industries and waters, enabling a move away from the inflexible and cumbersome common fisheries policy. The Environment Secretary, George Eustace, said, "This is a huge moment for the UK fishing industry. This is the first domestic fisheries legislation in nearly 40 years, and we will now take back control of our waters out to the 200 nautical miles or the median line. The Fisheries Act makes clear our intention to continue to operate on the world stage as a leading, responsible, independent coastal state. We will protect our precious marine environment whilst ensuring a fairer share of fishing opportunities for UK fishermen. By swiftly responding to the latest scientific advice and needs of our fishing industries, we will secure a thriving future for our coastal communities." Now, the government also outlined some of the benefits of the UK taking back control in this way, saying that the Act will ensure the automatic right of access for EU boats to fish in UK waters is removed. Foreign boats will need a licence to fish in UK waters and will have to follow the UK's rules. Fisheries will be managed in a sustainable way, balancing social and economic benefits while preventing the overexploitation of fish stocks. The UK Fisheries administrations will seek to ensure increased benefits from fish caught by UK boats. Sensitive marine species, such as dolphins, are protected and the bycatch of unwanted fish reduced. Barry Diaz, the chief executive of the National Federation of Fishermen's Organisations, said, "The passage of the Fisheries Act 2020 into law is a landmark event. The new legislation has successfully avoided the pitfalls of the common fisheries policy. It provides a balanced framework for a much more agile, flexible system of sustainable fisheries management in the future, consistent with the UK's new status as an independent coastal state." So, the expectation is set. The government has told us we're taking back full control, and the fishing communities are champing at the bit to get started. Any backsliding or under-the-table deal-making with the EU would soon be uncovered and would go down like the proverbial lead balloon. Boris Johnson and his team had better play straight with this. I will point out, though, that foreign-owned but UK-flagged vessels will still be able to fish in UK waters, something that has raised questions and concerns that this is the back doorway in for the EU to keep its boats in our waters. But the intention, as I understand it, is that these boats have to show an economic connection to the UK and rules will be tightened over time. Lord Kimball said in the House of Lords, "Foreign-owned but UK-flagged vessels will continue to be allowed to fish in UK waters. They will need to meet the economic link criteria, as all UK vessels must. In England, our consultation proposes strengthening these criteria, realising an ever greater benefit from these boats." Now, this new fisheries setup will also benefit all the UK, with Elspeth MacDonald, the chief executive of the Scottish Fishermen's Federation, saying, "The Fisheries Bill becoming law is another important milestone in the UK becoming an independent coastal state at the end of this year. The Fisheries Act will provide the right legal framework for responsible fisheries management in the UK, and SFF looks forward to working with both the UK and Scottish governments in taking forward the innovative approaches, such as fisheries management plans, that the Act makes provision for." So, Scottish coastal communities will also derive great benefit from the UK wresting back control of UK fishing waters from the disastrous EU Common Fisheries Policy. It's a pity then that if the SNP-led Scottish Government managed to get their dream of an independent Scotland, they would use their newfound sovereignty to hand the whole shebang back to the European Union. The SNP obviously don't really want to take back control, do they? Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it by following the link in the descriptions box below, and support me on Patreon or PayPal. So what do you think about all of this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching.